Good afternoon, members of the media. This press conference has been called regarding the murder last night at the Mid-Atlantic Boat Club. In front of you today, you have Acting Chief Inspector Mark Clark, and you have Acting Inspector Kenton Trott.
Good afternoon, all. The Bermuda Police Service can confirm the death of Jahni Terrence Kyle Outerbridge as the man who was shot last night at the Mid-Atlantic Boat Club on North Shore Road in Devonshire. The death of Jahni is being treated as a murder investigation, and on behalf of the Bermuda Police Service, we extend our condolences to his family and friends. Approximately 11:20 p.m. on Sunday, the 29th of January 2017, police received several 911 calls reporting a man had been shot in the parking lot of the Mid-Atlantic Boat Club. Police officers and EMTs arrived shortly thereafter and rendered first aid to the injured man, Jahni Outerbridge. Jahni was later transported to the King Edward Memorial Hospital by ambulance, where he was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. Jahni is 31 years of age, and his death is the first murder of 2017 and the second shooting incident to have occurred within a week. The circumstances surrounding the murder of Jahni Outerbridge is being led by myself, Acting Detective Inspector Kenton Trott, and a team of detectives from the Serious Crime Unit. The focus of this press conference is to ask for the public's assistance in capturing Jahni's murderer and bringing to justice those person or persons responsible. We are aware that there were approximately 50 persons at the Mid-Atlantic Sports Club on the night of the shooting, and in particular, we are interested in speaking with the persons that would have been in the parking lot of the Mid-Atlantic Boat Club at the time of the shooting. We are interested in speaking with persons that drove along North Shore Road from the western part of Spanish Point to Barker's Hill Roundabout between 11 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. on Sunday, the 29th of January, 2017. We are also interested in speaking with persons that came into contact with Jahni on Sunday, the 29th of January, until his death. Bermuda has lost another young man at the hands of senseless, unscrupulous men. Another mother and father now have to bury their son, and the extended family and friends of Jahni are grieving. Jahni truly has gone too soon, and as a community, we are calling on you to help ensure that justice is served and that Jahni's family have closure. Anyone with information is asked to call the Senior Investigating Officer, which is myself, Acting Detective Inspector Kenton Trott, at 717-2345, or email ktrott1@bps.bm, or call the Confidential Crime Stoppers hotline at 800-8477.
Any questions from the media?
Is this considered gang-related? This seems to be the hallmark of all these killings in Bermuda.
At this time, it's very early in the investigation. We're not ruling out anything, but it's too early to call that at this time.
You mentioned that there were a number of witnesses last night, a number of people at the club. Have any of them come forward to assist police?
We have spoken with a few witnesses. However, there are still some people outstanding, so we're asking those people to come forward, contact us, as we would like to speak with them.
You have CCTV cameras along North Shore. Are they in operation? That's the first question.
To my knowledge, they are in operation.
And then your question would give this probably the direction the individual went there. Point A towards Spanish Point.
Yes, we're investigating that now to determine exactly where they went after committing the offense.
How many individuals would you?
At this time, there is only one individual who's been identified as a suspect.
Do we know what type of vehicle the suspect was traveling on, whether motorcycle or car?
This suspect arrived and left on foot.
Any ideas to the number of shots fired, or where the victim was injured to?
There are multiple reports coming in. Some say one shot, some say two shot. Clearly, there is at least one shot fired. We'll release later on exactly where that was done, because obviously we have to have a forensic pathologist in to conduct autopsy and vice versa. So we'll update you once that's done.
Is police going to beef up your presence in the streets, especially in the central areas where there's been between Devonshire and Pembroke, matter of 3 shootings this year so far?
Well, this year so far, it's 2 to our knowledge, and they're not in one location. We'll continue to patrol and be intelligence-led as far as areas to patrol.
Any final questions?
So I guess just to keep myself straight on the record, is that the second time that somebody's been shot in the parking lot there?
It is actually the second time, but there's been years between this incident that happened last night and the prior incident.
Because they had enhanced the security a great deal at the Mid-Atlantic Boat Club, had they not?
They've done a phenomenal job, but when you take into the conditions, we can only go with the information that we actually have in our possession.